Hello everyone, my name is David Sisk. I'm the English Learner Director of Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. And in this short video, I'm going to give you some background on our new Winston-Salem Forsyth County enrollment form and how that's connected to migrant student identification. To begin with, you may have a couple questions. Who are migrant students and what is migrant support? So migrant students are students whose families have moved at least once in the last 3 years. Students whose families work in the agricultural, dairy, or the fishing industries. And under Title I, Part C, Migrant Education, migrant support focuses on high-quality education programs for migrant students, ensuring that migrant students who move are not penalized for those moves, and also ensuring that migrant students can overcome any relocation disruptions to receive a high-quality education. So here's a brief timeline of this process. So in spring of 2019, we had a federal programs monitoring visit that indicated that we needed to do a better job in identifying our migrant students. So in April to June 2019, a committee that included representatives from the offices of federal programs, English learners, assignment, student services, and data systems considered options for identifying a child's migrant status. And then in July 2019, our superintendent and our executive cabinet considered options and decided on revising our enrollment document to include these two additional questions. So let's take a look at our student enrollment document. So this is a copy of our new student enrollment document. And if you look midway down the page, you will see two additional rows right here and right here. In these two rows, this is where we're going to collect our migrant identification information. So the first row is asking about whether or not anyone in that immediate family has worked in the agricultural, fishing, or the dairy industries. And in the next row, they're asking if this family has moved within the last 3 years to another school, city, or county. And in each of these rows, the person completing this document has the option of answering yes or no. So these are the only two additional rows that we added to our student enrollment information form to collect our migrant information. So we've created this simple flow map to help you understand what to do with that enrollment document now that we've added those occupational questions. So up in the left-hand corner, you'll see the family completes the enrollment form, which includes now those DPI required occupational questions. If you look on the right-hand side, if any occupational question response is no, then this indicates that the family is not eligible for migrant services. At that point, the school simply files the original enrollment form in the cumulative folder. On the left-hand side, you'll see if both occupational question responses are yes. If both occupational question responses are yes, then this child and family may qualify for migrant support services. At that point, the school faxes or scans the enrollment form to the newcomer center within 24 hours of when the family enrolls, and then the school files the original enrollment form in the cumulative folder. When the newcomer center receives the enrollment form, we will alert the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction migrant recruiter the same day the enrollment form is received. Once that recruiter gets that information, they will visit the family, verify their residence, and complete the certificate of eligibility for that student and family. Once that document is completed, the certificate of eligibility, the family provides the school with that certificate. The school files in the cumulative folder as a proof of residency if needed to complete enrollment. Please note that this certificate of eligibility can be used to enroll the child. However, the family may still have information, normal information, a light bill, a rental agreement, something that they can also use to prove residency to enroll in our school system. So the certificate of eligibility is one proof of residency that the family could provide when they are enrolling their child. Down at the bottom, you'll see that NCDPI enters this information into the M6 migrant database if the student is verified and eligible for migrant service. So if this child is identified as a migrant and they do have the certificate of eligibility, the NCDPI representative will enter this child into the M6 database. Schools do not have access to the M6 database, only district personnel. At that point, the Newcomer Center checks the M6 database 3 times each week and notifies the school principal and migrant services coordinator at the school of any new student's migrant status. So we will let the school know if the child is identified as a migrant student. And then within 30 days of the migrant verification and notification, the principal or designee completes the migrant services form to document migrant services provided. Now, if you look on the right-hand side of this document, you will see the migrant process contacts. My name is David Sisk. I will be your contact for the migrant identification process, this process that we just shared with you. If you have questions about migrant assignment, contact Homan Atashbar, Director of Student Assignment. If you have questions about migrant services, contact Kelly Hells, our Executive Director of Federal Programs. And we have the Newcomer Center information here at the bottom, both their telephone number and their fax number. So this concludes the short video, an overview of our new enrollment form and how this is connected to the migrant identification process. My name is David Sisk. Thank you for your time.